king. Pale ashes of the house of Lancaster, thou bloodless remnant of that royal blood. Be it lawful that I invocate thy ghost to hear the lamentations of poor Anne, wife to thy Edward, to thy slaughtered son, stabbed by the self-same hand that made these wounds. Oh, cursed be the hand that made these holes. Cursed the heart that had the heart to do it. Cursed the blood that led this blood from hence.
Sweet saint, for charity be not so cursed.
Foul devil, for God's sake, hence and trouble us not. For thou hast made the happy earth thy hell. If thou delight to view thy heinous deeds, behold this pattern of thy butcheries. Oh, gentlemen, see dead Henry's wounds. Open their congealed mouths and bleed afresh. Blush, thou lump of foul deformity. For 'tis thy presence that exhales this blood from cold and empty veins where no blood dwells. Oh God, which this blood mates, revenge his death. Oh earth, which this blood drinks, revenge his death.
Lady, you know no rules of charity, which renders good for bad, blessings for curses.
Villain, thou knowest nor law of God nor man. No beast so fierce, but no some touch of pity.
But I know none, and therefore am no beast.
Oh, wonderful when devils tell the truth.
More wonderful when angels are so angry. Vouchsafe divine perfection of a woman, of these supposed evils, to give me leave, by circumstance but to acquit myself.
Vouchsafe diffused infection of a man, of these known evils, but to give me leave, by circumstance, to curse thy cursed self.
Fairer than tongue can name thee, let me have some patient leisure to excuse myself.
Fouler than heart can think thee, thou canst make no excuse current but to hang thyself.
By such despair I should accuse myself.
And by despairing shalt thou stand excused, for doing worthy vengeance on thyself, that didst unworthy slaughter upon others.
Say that I slew them not.
Then say they were not slain, but dead they are, and devilish slain by thee.
I did not kill your husband.
Why then he is alive.
Nay, he is dead and slain by Edward's hand.
In thy foul throat thou liest. Didst thou not kill this king?
I grant ye.
Dost grant me, hedgehog? Then God grant me too. Thou mayest be damned for that wicked deed. Oh, he was gentle, mild, and virtuous.
The better for the King of heaven that hath him.
He is in heaven where thou shalt never come.
Let him thank me that hope to send him thither, for he was fitter for that place than earth.
And thou unfit for any place but hell.
Yes, one place else, and you will hear me name it.
Some dungeon.
Your bedchamber.
Ill rest betide the chamber where thou liest.
So will it not until I lie with you.
I hope so.
I know so. But gentle lady, to leave this keen encounter of our wits, and fall somewhat into a slower method, is not the causer of the timeless deaths of these Plantagenets, Henry and Edward, as blameful as the executioner?
Thou wast the cause, and most accursed effect.
Your beauty was the cause of that effect. Your beauty that did haunt me in my sleep, to undertake the death of all the world, that I might live 1 hour in your sweet bosom. Oh. Dost thou spit it on me?
Would it were mortal poison for thy sake.
Came poison from so sweet a place.
Never hung poison on a fouler toe. Out of my sight, let us infect my eyes.
Thine eyes, sweet lady, have infected mine.
Would they were basilisks to strike thee dead.
I would they were, that I might die at once. For now they kill me with a living death. Those eyes of thine, from mine have drawn salt tears. These eyes that never shed remorseful tear. No, when my father York and Edward wept to hear the piteous moan that Rutland made when black-faced Clifford shook his sword at him. Nor when thy warlike father, like a child, told the sad story of my father's death. my manly eyes did scorn an humble tear, and what these sorrows could not thence exhale, my beauty had, and it made them blind with weeping. Teach not thy lips such scorn, for they were made for kissing, lady, not for such contempt. If thy revengeful heart cannot forgive, lo, here I lend thee this sharp-pointed sword, which if thou please to hide in this true breast, and let the soul forth that adoreth thee. I lay it naked to the deadly stroke, and humbly beg the death upon my knee. Nay, do not pause, for I did kill King Henry, but 'twas the beauty that provoked me. Nay, now dispatch, 'twas I that stabbed young Edward, but 'twas the heavenly face that set me on. Take up the sword again, or take up me!
Arise, dissembler! Though I wish thy death, I will not be the executioner!
Then bid me kill myself, and I will do it!
I have already!
That was in my rage. Speak it again, and even with the word, this hand, which for thy love did kill thy love, shall for thy love kill a far truer love. To both their deaths shalt thou be accessory.
I would I knew thy heart.
'Tis figured in my tongue.
I fear me both are false.
The never man was true.
Well, we'll put up your sword.
Say that my peace is
And
made.
you shall know hereafter.
Shall I live in hope?
All men, I hope, live so.
Vouchsafe to wear this ring.
To take is not to give.
Look how my ring encompasseth thy finger. Even so, my crest encloseth my poor heart. Wear both of them, for both of them are thine. And if thy poor devoted servant may but beg one favor of thy gracious hand, thou dost confirm his happiness forever.
What is it?
That it may please you leave these sad designs to him that has most cause to be a mourner, and presently repair to Crosby House, where, after I am solemnly interred at Chertsey Monastery, this noble king will wet his grave with my repentant tears. I will with all expedient duty see you. For divers unknown reasons, I beseech you, grant me this boon.
With all my heart. And much it joys me, too, to see you are become so penitent. Tressel and Berkeley, go along with me.
Bid me farewell.
'Tis more than you deserve. But since you teach me how to flatter you, imagine I have said farewell already.
Was ever a woman in this humor won? I'll have her, but I will not keep her long.